Yo, my people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another match reaction. I say another, it is another match reaction, but it's one I'm starting with a smile. It's one that I can smile throughout. We made it through the Carabao Cup quarter-final match versus Crystal Palace. I say we made it through. We went 1-0 down pretty early on. I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of the game, the moments, and all of that, people, because there's a few to talk about. But I just want to say love for the love first and foremost in general, because obviously, you know, you're looking at the subscriber count, and that's etching eerily close to 100k. I'm close to 100k people. So if possible, make sure you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, love for the love. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you're subscribed, and love for the love for you too. I didn't think it was possible, but it's looking very possible now. 100k, just 1.4k off. 1.4k. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed, people. Do all of that good stuff. Hit the like button on this video. And as I said, we are through to the Carabao Cup semi-final, where we'll play our first leg in the first or second week of January, and the second leg in the first or second week of February. Obviously, still all to be decided. Liverpool are through, having won 2-1 away at Southampton. Newcastle are through, having beaten Brentford 3-1 at St James Park. I believe it was 3-1. It was 3-1 last time I checked. And Arsenal have made it through, having beaten Crystal Palace 3-2 at the Emirates. Tottenham, Man United to go tomorrow. And give me one of those. Give me the winner of Tottenham United. But again, we're going to get into that later. And again, this match reaction is sponsored. And it's not the usual, people. It's not the usual. You see me a hell of a lot online, whether it's here on the Big Six or on AFTV, and you see that I do drink a lot of Red Bull. I drink a lot of Red Bull, and a lot of the comments are always getting on to me saying, yo, you need to watch it, big man. You're getting older. You know, you're no spring chicken anymore. You can't just be backing those Red Bulls and energy drinks and thinking, you know, everything's going to be okay. There's a time it's going to catch up to you. So I look through my emails and I see an email from Holy. If you don't know about Holy, get to know about Holy, people. Show them some love. There's a link in the description and a link in the comment section. Hit that link and show them some love. There's a few offers, and I'm going to get into those offers. But what are Holy? Who are Holy? They're an alternative to energy drinks. They're an alternative to coffee. They're an alternative to many drinks across the radar, because they provide drinks ranging from energy to hydration to simple iced tea and more. And listen, they do it with a lot of flavor, a lot of color. I can't lie, I like their packaging. Let me even show you this here, the starter set. Go pick up their starter set, people. Look, nice packaging. Holy squad there. Get the 3 boxes, and then you get the, you know, you need it, people, because it's on the go. It's on the go. Let me put that down to the side, because I've already got open ones here. I'm about to show you my favorite flavors. If we're talking energy, then the raspberry. You see the raspberry? If we're talking energy, come on, people. Come on, people. If we're talking hydration, I'm going for the sour cherry. I'm not going to lie to you. This was a difficult choice, because there's a few flavors I like. The sour cherry. And then we're talking iced tea. Iced tea, icy pollen. If you know, you know. If you don't know, get to know. I'm going to go for the raspberry, vanilla, and hibiscus tea. But all in all, hella flavors, people. If I show you the box here, hella flavors. You see the colors there? This is just one box. This is the energy box. I've got a hydration box here. I've got the energy box and the iced tea box. And like I said, there's a couple special offers for you to take advantage of. If you use the code LDN5, you get £5 off your first order. I recommend the starter kits, so you can, you know, get to know there's a lot of people addicted to energy drinks, coffee and other drinks, you know, sugary, carbonated, all of that stuff. And this is a great alternative. No added sugar, no artificial colors, no sweeteners, no bullshit. And you know what? I say no bullshit. You're probably thinking, how's this guy swearing on a pro? It's no bullshit, people. It says it on the packet. No bullshit. How could you lot know me? I ain't about my bullshit. Holy ain't about their bullshit either. If you want to know what this is, this one just came through the post. Baked apple. And it's in a tub. It's in a tub, people. And I can't lie to you, I think I'm going to enjoy this one hot. I've been using ice for the most of mine so far, but I'm going to enjoy this one hot. So big up Holy, show them some love. Link in the description, link in the live chat. I'm starting to sweat here, people, so I might need a bit of hydration myself. So as I continue, I'm just going to... This wasn't planned either. But as you can see, I think you can see a bit of sweat. I'm getting a bit hot. Maybe I should take off my jacket. DR, what are you lot doing? Usually it's cold in here. What am I going to have? Hydration, sour cherry. That's what we're going to move into. And as I move into that, let's move into the match reaction. 5 minutes in, Kivior. What are you doing, son? What are you doing, son? Mateta, all over him. All over him. I think he got confused between going in for the battle and actually clearing the ball. And in the end, he did neither. But such is life. Such is life. I say such is life because we ended up winning the game. Where's my water at? You see, usually I add ice here at this moment in time, but I'm just going to put a bit of water in it. It is from the fridge, people. It is cold. But I do tend to like room temperature water, but not when I mix it with juice. So yeah, let me just get that in there. Mix that up nicely, and we move. Like I said, LDN 5 for £5 off your first order, people. And moving forward, just use the code LDN, and that'll be 10% off any orders you make. So if you're making a bigger order, 10% might be more off. You know, go do that, people. Go use the LDN code. But if you're making your first order, if you want to test them out, get the starter kit, use LDN 5. Minimum spend $14.99, and you'll get yourself £5 off. But like I said, I like trying and testing the products before I sell it to the community. I give it to the community, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's working so far. It's working so far. I'm looking forward to the summer and the new flavors and whatnot, but for now, it's doing its job. And for now, Arsenal have done their job. Like I said, 1-0 down, Mateta all over Kivior, mistake from him. It's becoming a long line of mistakes from Kivior. I actually look at the Eddie Nketiah goal as well. And first and foremost, what a header. What a header. I thought that was Oliver Bierhoff for a second. That header, great header from Eddie. In years gone past, that header would be a winner and would be just, you know, laughing and crying. Because typical, Arsenal let a player go and they come back and turn it around and score against us in an important game. Instead, the new Arsenal, it becomes a consolation. And I say the new Arsenal, I mean, it ain't going well for us this season so far, or as well as it should be going. But yeah, we ain't the Arsenal of old either. I think Kivior got a bit under the ball for that one, but like I said, great header from Eddie, peeled off Saliba. With Kivior in front of him, sight of the ball, not the greatest, and he still managed to pluck out a header from quite a distance to nestle in the corner. So, big up Eddie. Why not? Why not? He made a call, it went through, but, insufficient funds, ended 3-2. Sorry, Eddie, you got your consolation. I'm surprised he didn't start. But Crystal Palace went strong and we rotated. I don't mind the rotation. This is what this competition's for, rotation. So when I saw the lineup, I thought, risky in some areas, but this is what you've got to do. It's Crystal Palace at home. We've been blessed with this fixture. It's up to some of these men to step up to the plate. It's up to some of these men to prove themselves, to show themselves. We've got problems on the left wing. We've got problems in the number 9 position. Who is going to step up? Who? We saw one man step up today. It wasn't on the left wing. Sterling. I mean, I've just seen a fan, and he asked me what I thought of Sterling. I said, rubbish. And he said, what, rubbish? So I'm a bit confused. Maybe I didn't see what you all saw, or maybe he needs to go to Specsavers. Either or, one of us have a problem. But Sterling for me wasn't great. Jesus, on the other hand, you see those 3 goals? Any number 9 in the world would be proud of those 3 goals. Any number 9 in the world. Let me just have my sour cherry quickly. Hey. It's that sour cherry sherbet. Hydration. See that? In the summer, I might just pour all of that on my face. It's winter now though, and it is hot in here. I'm still sweating, but I'm hydrated, people. Jesus, second half, all 3 goals. Any number 9 would be proud of all 3 goals. That first one, I mean, listen, the first one I thought, he's going to go down. Chalobah's just committed, hasn't got any of the ball. Leave your leg in there and just go down. I mean, I think Havertz would have done that. And to be honest, in Jesus' form and reputation recently, I wouldn't have held it against him if he did the same and just won a penalty. And, that's how we scored our first goal. But he remained on his feet. And not only that, he dinked it beautifully. It's not often we see a pure clinical number 9 finish at this club over the last couple of years. We saw one from Havertz against Southampton, And we saw 3 today, starting with that one. Clinical. The space between him and the keeper tight, just dinks it over him, perfect. Gets us back into the game. And now listen, the second goal, VAR, if it was there, wouldn't have stood, different game, and it would have been a different game. We was the much better team in the second half, but it was still a tight game. Crystal Palace still posed some threat, you know. But Saka plays him through, just offside. There's no VAR. It's Carabao Cup. You lot want me to rate it? Not even the country rates it. How can there not be VAR? That ain't my fault. That's your fault. If you rate it, make a petition. Go get everyone to sign it. Bring it to the House of Commons. I don't know what you need to do. That ain't my business. There's no VAR. Jesus there looks up at the keeper. One look, buries it. Instinctive, clinical finishing. Maybe because I've been starved of it for so long, I'm overrating the finishes. Maybe there's probably some City fans out there just laughing, thinking about Haaland does this, you know, with his eyes closed. Or maybe there's fans of other clubs. Aston Villa have had, you know, Watkins and even Duran's bagging. But at Arsenal, starved of it. One look up at the keeper, one bang, finish. Didn't need to take a touch. Nice little ball from Saka. And his third goal, he went from a goal where he had to dink it in very little space and time to a goal where he didn't need to take a touch. He just needs to look up, see where the keeper is and bury it, to a goal where he has all the time in the world, taking multiple touches, running from the halfway line into the penalty area before looking up, giving the keeper the eyes and burying it into the other corner. Jesus today, because that's what we've been crying out for. One of the strikers to step up, whether it's Jesus or Havertz, I don't care. I don't think neither are good enough. But start stepping up, boys. Start doing better than you've been doing. That's the very least I can ask for, we can ask for, you can do. Same on the left wing, if I'm honest with you, but the less said about that, the better. I mean, Sterling came in, he came out. We'll see you again. I don't know when, if I'm honest with you. I mean, depending on who we get in the semi-final, we might want to go a bit stronger, depending on anyone. I don't think Newcastle away, Liverpool home and away, or Tottenham United home and away is a chance for Sterling to prove himself. I mean, he hasn't done so far. And who's to bet that he will moving forward? It is what it is. Odegaard, though, when he came on, I was quite shocked that Nwaneri took the bullet. But it worked. It worked. I think it still would have worked with Nwaneri on the pitch. I think taking Partey out from right back and going more natural with Timber there helped a lot. And Odegaard was just splitting the lines like nobody's business. Probably broke the lines more times in that second half than he has done over the last 3 games combined. So nice to see Odegaard come on and make an impact, but Jesus was the star of the show. Nothing more needs to be said. Man of the match, and I'll start him on Saturday against Palace. You score a hat-trick like that, in that fashion, you deserve to start, in my honest opinion. Now, away to Palace poses a different threat. I expect a tougher game, even though we won this one 3-2 in the end. I expect a tougher game, and yeah, we move. But I believe we move into that game with Jesus up top. You score a hat-trick, you deserve your spot, and it's up to Havertz now to come off the bench and do what he needs to do, because I don't think the answer is Jesus. I think the answer is both of them fighting tooth and nail to make the position their own for the rest of the season before us deciding on which one we let go to buy in the one that makes the position their own in January or end of the season. That's my view on it. Jesus, big up. Love for the love people. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Big up Holy as well. Link in the description. Link in the live chat. If you want the codes one more time, for £5 off your first order, LDN5. For 10% off any order, just LDN people. Make sure you use those codes. Make sure you use that link in the description or the comment section, and they'll know you're coming straight from Turkish LDN. Subscribe, people. Love for the love. I'm out. Peace.